Everyone is welcome to perform something tonight, anything you want to do. 5 minutes is the general kindness limit we want to give everyone.
Namaste, I'm Priya. Just like India, Taiwan is also very culturally diverse. And our guest today is very special because although he's Indian, he was born and raised in Taiwan. And through his influence, he's making Taiwan and Taipei even more international. Let's go and listen to the story of Manav.
Hey! Oh wow, long time.
Yes, it's been several months, I think. It's good to be back.
Yeah? Where have you been?
Busy, I started working, so...
Oh, you got a new job?
Yes. And how about you?
We've been busy. You know, when you're doing something as long as we have, like you get new leads, new opportunities, new challenges.
How long has it been?
Red Room, like as an idea, was 2009, right? So that means what? November. That's our 16th year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why and how it all started?
My older sister, Aisha, she's really well read. She loves poetry. She had a bunch of friends who are musicians, artists. They wanted to hang out, but they wanted to hang out without limitations of like different culture, different languages, because Taipei in 2009 was not, it's not what it was. It's not what it is now, right?
True.
So they did this thing, we called it stage time and wine. So everyone brought wine, there was stage time. People from all walks of life would take turns and they would share. The first one had 130 people.
Wow.
And then we did it every month on the third Saturday. Fast forward, it's been 16 years, right? The largest one, 500 people. Smallest one, maybe like 6 on a bad month if it's a typhoon or whatever. Actually, you know, today is stage time and wine.
Really?
Yeah, it's the third Saturday of August. And here you are.
I'm here.
Yeah.
Should I do
about,
something?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever done anything on the stage, during stage.
He's got
Are
up a
you going to
couple
do
times.
something today?
I can if you're going.
Okay.
Yeah, we can figure something
All right.
out. Yeah?
Let's do that.
Wanna do that?
Yep.
Let's take it upstairs then.
Okay.
Sure.
I really like what you've done with the place. Like you've transformed it into an art gallery, but also a music space, right?
I mean, Red Room used to have art exhibits all the time, but in this place, it's more of tell the history. So we invite artists we've worked with forever, and they've left their mark.
Yeah, I haven't really heard you play in person, just videos.
Sure, yeah, I've got all the handpans here. I could play a little something if you'd like.
That would be wonderful.
Yeah? I'm gonna squat over here.
Cool. There are two.
Ah, there's more than two. These are just the ones that out and about, like I play more often.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You cool if I show you something I'm working on?
I'd love it.
Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's more to it. I mean, that's just like a few bits.
That was amazing.
I'm glad.
Are you going to perform this today?
I would. I think I might get a little too busy. I don't know how, yeah.
But you promised. We're going to do it together.
You're right, we did. Well, okay, how about this? I'll just join you. You planned on sharing like a story or something, right?
Yeah, I thought we would share about how it is to our stories in Taiwan. Yeah, I've been here a long time, but I wasn't born. I wasn't here as a child. So I think our experiences will be slightly different.
Sure.
I think we can share different parts of our stories. How was
Sure.
your experience?
So yeah, well, I mean, traveling or even speaking to friends and, you know, new friends here in Taipei, the story that kind of comes up often, or the way I've described it, has been, I stuck out like a sore thumb, right? So this brown kid around a lot of Huaran, like Taiwanese kids at local school. And then once I graduated, I was a part of this community, and our programs are all about welcoming people of all walks of life. So I would say you have maroon, purple, and green colored people showing up. So to go from being this guy sticking out like the black sheep to now being immersed in an incredibly diverse international scene, and there's no barriers of culture, there's no linguistic barriers. We're all just hanging out and exploring ideas together. That's kind of been my kind of growth pattern or journey. So it feels pretty good. When people ask how International Taipei is, I have a very unique perspective from it, right? Like, I've seen it differently.
Yep, you've seen the before and after.
Yeah.
What draws me to Red Room? I think, well, the event that I'm here for tonight, that I come for a lot, is Stage Time and Wine, which is where we can perform. It's like an open mic, but for anything you want to do. So we got people dancing, you've got people doing stand-up comedy, you got people doing music, telling stories. My favorite story is like one time, many years ago, one guy just came up in front of the mic, he stood there silently, and then he went to go sit down, and he said, "Thank you, I just wanted to be in front of the microphone," which is nice. I think it's wholesome. It's a really wholesome space, and as long as you're willing to be a good listener.
I like the vibe. It's really a nice vibe here.
It is.
Good crowd. You know, there's like a good mix of expats and Taiwanese people, and it's just great. So.
They really have the culture of listening.
Yeah, and they also have it's different types of music.
So I try to come every month, ever since my friend told me about it, just because I consider myself a writer. I like to write a lot, poetry especially, and I think it's good for my writing practice to have some kind of outlet to perform, because it motivates me, but also helps me like hone my delivery of lines.
你知道他们等一下有一个 Stage Time and Wine 活动，你会留下来参加吗？
我会留下来参加，我就是要来这个活动玩。它的那个香料浓汤让我回想起我在印度的旅行的经验。
你去过印度？
我很喜欢印度的文化跟吃的东西，然后而且我去印度学瑜伽。
All right, it's time for Stage Time and Wine. Everybody, talk to me. Anybody who's never been to Red Room before? Okay. 欢迎你们 welcome, lovely to see you. Raise your hand if you have been to Red Room before. 有来过的举手. Oh my goodness!
I see a hand. Oh yes, 太好了.
Like a memory it falls, soft and warm, continuing.
那些我最深爱的，同时让我最Would it be the same if I saw you in heaven?
Today, my father said, it's Krishna's birthday. Go to a temple, any temple. So I did. I felt a presence upon me, like limca being poured over my head.
All right, Priya, are you ready?
I am ready.
太好了 Please give it up to Priya. What's the opposite of a stranger to the Red Room? Because that's what Priya is.
I see a lot of people here. How long have you been in Taiwan? Like, how many have been in Taiwan less than a year? Okay, oh, quite a few. More than 5 years? Still quite a few people. What about you guys? Are you Taiwanese? Yes. So you've been here many years, right? You need to raise your hand as well. How many of you have been more than 20 years? More than 20 years. 30? 40? Okay, we don't want to go into people's ages. Okay, so I've been here almost 40 years. Wow. And this is home. I feel like I look Indian on the outside, but sometimes on the inside I feel I'm Taiwanese. And I think a lot of foreigners who live here feel that charm. Can I please ask Manav to come up and share a little bit about his story in Taiwan. And Manav has lots to say on that, so.
Within a 5-minute window.
Okay, so let's hear it from Manav.
I was born here. I went to local elementary school. There weren't a lot of people who looked like us, me. So it was a little weird, but Red Room, since I was 17 to now you know my age, has been an opportunity because we're surrounded by all walks of life. For me, I appear to be Indian. I have an American accent. When I have enough to drink, it's a little more British, thanks to my parents. But I grew up speaking Mandarin first. So it's been a little bit of a confusing journey. There's been a lot of challenges, a lot of struggles. But point being, I think, we're trying to tell the story in different ways. Kamyab Ho, the positive workflow. Laid deep within my skin, words by brown kin, I'm closer to being Hindustani. Gandhi had his code to abide by, and this way, chickens do fly. Possibilities aren't out the window, and they exist in my scope. Kamyab Ho, the positive workflow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manav. So Kamyab Ho also means like to be successful. So it's a very simple chant. Some people might be aware of it. It's there's a Hare Krishna association that's very international. Okay, ready? Let's go. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's the closest you're gonna get to a duet. Thank you. And give it back to Addie.
CAMPFIRASONG.
But right there, come on, stop.
You would just like you're wrong, but it'll help if you just sing wrong. That's the main part, and that's really all you need to know.
Today we visited with second-generation Indian immigrant Manav, who was born and raised in Taiwan, just like my own children. And I've come to understand that this new generation of Indians has really embraced the strengths of Taiwan's multicultural environment, and at the same time bringing even more vitality and diversity to this land. So as Namaste Taiwan enters its third season, we have noticed the diverse lifestyles of various Indians living in Taiwan. And of course, we know in recent years, exchanges between India and Taiwan have been continuing to increase. For those Indians who are not yet familiar with Taiwan, we hope this program, Namaste Taiwan, can show all the various possibilities and also the diversity of Indians living in Taiwan. We also hope that our Taiwanese friends can get to know more about Indian culture